Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today you join me somewhere in the country in the middle of the woods with my new Saab 9.3 convertible and its current owner, Joel.
Hello.
So if you're a fan of Joel's channel or you've been on the YouTube car scene recently, you might recognise this car from Joel's winter special where they did £1,500 cheap winter convertibles.
Yeah, this was the car I chose. We went to the Brecon Beacons, so South Wales. We chose that because it was one of the wettest places in the UK, and this was in mid-December.
Yeah.
And so I thought it'd be funny to take some convertibles.
Yeah. In fairness, you didn't have too bad weather, did you?
We actually got really lucky. Like I chose it because it was meant to be terrible. It ended up being about 10, 11 degrees and sunny.
Yeah. To be fair, today we was expecting storm today. There's a big storm coming into the UK, and thankfully we've got away with it so far. But yeah, this is the car, and if you've been on my channel before, you might sort of think, well, you've had one of these before, and yes, I had a 1.9 diesel, which has the Vauxhall engine, had loads of different troubles with it, but I did absolutely love it. And I reckon the Saab is probably one of the only cars that I've owned that I've actually really bonded with. So that was why when this came up as an opportunity, I kind of messaged you half jokingly and said, here's an offer.
Yeah.
I'll give you the money right now. I'll come and collect it. Yeah. And you went, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, and
you went, oh no.
Yeah, and I was like, oh. And here we are. So yeah, tell me a bit about the car then. This is the 2-litre turbo petrol version, which is the one I really wanted originally, to be fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of, it's good. And this one has the aero kit on it as well, which is nice. So you've got the front splitter.
Yeah.
And this one's actually in pretty good shape, to be fair, isn't it? Like, a lot of these get a bit scabby, but this one's quite nice.
It is, and if anyone did watch my winter special, I apologise for all the bashing that was done. I will just say behind the scenes, a lot of the bashing that we did, so in the edit, I really emphasised like the noises of the collisions.
Yeah,
so a lot of them
weren't
actually anywhere near as bad, and even actually I faked some of the, like I put some noises on ones where we didn't even actually.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of scuffs. I've machine polished and tea-cutted most of it out, and there were a few scuffs beforehand.
Yeah.
But
let's not get bogged down with the...
No, it's lovely. I mean, it's recently been cleaned, and I just think it's a gorgeous colour and a gorgeous interior colour, and blue roof as well, which it's got a little bit of markings on it.
Yeah, so I mean, this comes up quite well. If you get like Fabersil and stuff like that, you can give it a good clean. I think that's probably what I'll do, is I'll probably do a video on that actually, is getting that cleaned up and restoring it back to a bit more of a vibrant blue, because they, from factory, these were quite similar to the car almost, I think. Like they do come up, they do come up a little bit brighter than that. But yeah, this paint is relatively rare as well, isn't it? Now, I would say, apart from on the saloons. I've seen it on the saloons, but not so many on the convertibles.
No.
But yeah, also aero wheels, and it's had quite recent tyres, all right, as well.
Yeah, and yes, it did actually. I think they're less than a year old. I mean, Bridgestones.
That's 500-600 quid right there, to be fair.
Well, that's what I thought. So the guy that I bought this off, who is a subscriber of mine actually, so he may be watching this video, sorry for bashing the car. It was his wife's car, and it'd been meticulously. I mean, he spent, sure, wouldn't mind me saying, like 400 quid just having these motors.
Oh yeah,
replaced.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I mean, sort of stuff I would say is probably quite unnecessary.
Quite meticulous. Yeah.
And it's had brakes, I think, twice in his ownership, which was 3 years or something.
That's not bad going at all. Then,
really, I think I worked out about 2.5 or 3 grand of maintenance in 2 or 3 years he'd spent, and a lot of it was, I would say, not necessary.
Yeah. That's good. That shows it's been looked after and loved, and I think they've got a bit of a cult following now. In terms of like damage, to be honest, like you say, like all the stuff that you did is kind of gone. We've got a couple of little scuffs on the bumper here and there, which is, this car's old now.
20 years
now.
20-year-old
car. So you're bound to have that. The only other thing is there's a bit of a bash on the door, but to be honest, that makes me just feel like I don't need to worry about it so much. You've got a bit of a ding there, but yeah, overall the condition is really nice. I'll show you inside the car as well. Now Saab is well known for kind of their kind of aircraft inspiration, so you've got lots of quirks in here. The night panel mode is something that I absolutely love on these, which turns off some of the dash when you're driving along at night, which I will demonstrate a bit later on. This one is an automatic, which is an absolute essential for me, because commuting, like driving in the middle of traffic all the time, a manual is great, a manual is engaging. I'm sure the manual on this car is good. I had a manual when it came to the diesel, so the diesel one that I had was I think it was a 6-speed manual actually, same as they use in the Vauxhall stuff, and it was a great box, but known for chewing through clutches and stuff like that. And yeah, for me, an auto is essential in the traffic that I do now, so I can actually enjoy the car properly. But yeah, beige leather. I think some of the some of the probably nicest seats I've sat in any car, to be honest. Like, and that's even including higher end stuff. I absolutely love the seats in these.
Yeah.
And you've got active head restraints on there. You've got the rollover bars that pop up in the back. There's lots of cool features that I'll go through on a full tour at some stage later on. But just kind of wanted to go through and introduce the car to the channel, kind of go through what it's like, the spec and that kind of thing. This one's done 116,000 miles. You must have put quite a few on it, like probably like a couple thousand maybe?
No, I think that's literally, so the trip meter, I think I reset that when I bought it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
So I've
What's
done
that?
630 miles.
630, that's not bad, yeah.
So I've not used it nearly as much as I would have liked to, and I've not had the roof down nearly as much as I would have
It's
liked
not
to.
the time of year.
Did you want a convertible, or did you just want a Saab 9.3?
Well,
was your last one a coupe, or was it?
So my last one was a convertible as well,
okay.
which I didn't plan on.
Yeah.
And when I bought this one off of you, I specifically was looking for an estate.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, yeah. So as you can see, I've gone for the practical option. But I don't often have rear passengers. My daily driver at the moment is an Audi TT, like a fairly new one, granted, but it's not a practical. I mean, it's got a hatch, so the boot is fairly practical.
Yeah, they are quite good, aren't they?
Yeah, they are quite good.
My really old Audi TT, I could get quite a lot in there.
Yeah.
Use it for a tip run car,
Yeah,
quite a lot. It's like a van. Yeah,
they're
this
not too bad at all.
technically is a bit more practical because it has an extra couple of seats. But
Yeah. And to be fair, when I had my last one, I did fit people in the back easier than I have my Audi so far.
Yeah.
But,
oh yeah, true. I forget they have rear seats, don't they?
yeah, they do. If you can call them that.
But you can fit anything in a convertible car if the roof's down.
Valid.
Like garden centre, B&Q, roof off,
Right,
you can get anything in
this tree could be in the car right now.
Technically,
Yeah.
as long as you can drive along and clear tunnels or whatever, then you're fine.
Yeah. So yeah, as for spec, I actually really like this, to be honest. Like the quote unquote granddad spec. We've actually both come equipped today. We've got the beige, the matching.
Yeah, I always wear the beige trousers.
Yeah, I know. I really like
the Saab. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so we've got matching for the interior. But yeah, overall quite nice shape. Also, this being the aero, like I said, you've got the spoiler on the back, which I think is really cool. You've also got the exhaust tip on show as well. Is that a standard tip?
I have no idea.
It looks like it, but it's got like an internal.
It's almost it's got actually two exhausts on the inside. I noticed
right,
that.
yeah.
It actually makes. I know it's a 4-cylinder, this car, isn't it? But
Yeah.
I filmed a video with it before and obviously revved it from behind, and it actually sounds quite good. From the outside, better than you'd think.
Also, I think I might do a video actually on getting this restored back to black, because, well, I know it wasn't black from factory, but I think they come up a lot darker than that when they're restored. So I might have a go at that as well, just to smarten it up a little bit. But overall, condition's really good, and to be fair, not too much. You've got the same issue that I had on mine, which is like, this is going to turn into a fishbowl at some stage.
Oh, really?
But that normally is the seals on the inside, and you can actually access them quite easily, I think, through the boot, if I remember correctly. You can just pop out the, there's like a panel in here somewhere. Yeah, there's a panel here that you can pop out, and you can quite easily remove the cluster, so you can get those cheap on eBay and stuff.
This happens on L322 Range Rovers. Now, it happened on one of my previous ones, and it's happening on the one I've just bought.
Yeah.
And what I don't do this, obviously, because you can easily get to it, but I just drill a little hole in the line.
Love it. Yeah, love it.
Lets all the air, it works.
Yeah,
So,
do you know, I installed a shower screen yesterday, so I've got some silicone left over.
fantastic.
What more do you need? But yeah, so as you can see, we've got a fair amount of cargo space, to be fair. So this flap up here does kind of fold away when you're not in roof down mode, so you've got a little bit more flexibility. But even with the roof down, you've still got a decent amount of cargo space in there. You see I've got an overnight bag, I've got my bag, and you've got your bags in here as well. So overall, not bad at all, considering probably actually a more practical space than in my Audi. But like you say, because it's not a hatch, it's not quite the same. But yeah, not the end of the world, to be fair. Overall, I think quite a lot of car for the money. I think all Saabs are at this point.
I know, it's kind of a shame, but at the same time, it's great for people like us who like them.
Yeah.
I think it's good that more people are finding out about them through videos and such, because they
Exactly,
are
yeah.
really, for the money, it's an absolutely fantastic car.
Yeah.
Probably the best value car I've ever bought, I'd say.
Yeah. And especially as like most cars of this era don't really have turbos. Like
No.
not in this range either. Like,
And it is really torquey as well. It's not like an old turbo where nothing happens and then everything happens.
yeah.
There's an element of that, but even at when you're cruising around, just commuting in traffic and whatnot, it's got plenty of poke at lower speeds. So
Yeah.
I'm really impressed actually when I first put my foot down in this thing when I bought it. I was quite surprised.
Yeah. So I'm going to be looking forward to doing some more content on this shortly, and probably do a first drive video and that kind of thing. But I just kind of wanted to introduce the car and kind of some of its quirks and features. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with it, but definitely expect to see some more of this on the channel. I thought it was just such a great opportunity, I couldn't pass it up. So thanks to Joel for selling the car to me at a really good deal, and yeah, expect to see some more of this on the channel very shortly. Any final words from yourself?
Just actually that I'm really glad you've bought it, because it's been looked after so well, and you know, it's a lovely car. I didn't really want it going to just anyone, so one, I'm glad because I know you'll look after it, and two, I'll be able to watch more content with it.
Yeah, of course, yeah, so, I appreciate it. Well, thank you very much, mate.
Pleasure.
Really appreciate it.
Enjoy it.
I will, I certainly will. See you next time, guys. Just wanted to do a little sit rep before I wrap the video up. Just done about 80 miles in this thing. Absolutely didn't skip a beat. Engine's nice and smooth. Can idle a little rough when it's first turned on, but overall it's really good. And yeah, so overall, just over 40 mpg on that run, which I don't think is too bad at all, really. It was kind of like, there was a bit of start-stop traffic as well, probably about 15-20 minutes of start-stop traffic, so it could have been a little higher than that. Overall, quite efficient for a car that's 20 years old, and it's really fun to watch the turbo gauge up there dancing around as well. I just want to show you the night panel feature, which will turn off all of the other dials apart from the speedo, and actually normally that goes to 90. You can change that in the settings, which I'm going to do now. But yeah, overall pretty happy with my purchase. Bit of a bargain. I think these are underrated for what they are. So with that, guys, I'll see you very soon for some more content with the Saab and some more car reviews.